An undercover police investigation in Vancouver's Downtown Eastside turned up some interesting results.
So since January 2014, we've had 28 offenses committed against those that are in wheelchairs. And these are anything from robberies to assaults. In one case, it was a sexual assault. In this case, we had our undercover operator in a wheelchair, and he was presenting himself as a paralyzed person with a brain injury. So he had limited mobility. He was able to move his arms a bit and his head a bit. We put him in a challenging environment under vulnerable situations. Essentially, our operator was our bait, and we were trying to catch the predator. And what the story that doesn't often get told by the media is just in the midst of all this violence and criminal activity that takes place, that there is the caring and the compassion and the overwhelmingly strong sense of community that exists in the Downtown Eastside. Despite the fact that we had money sticking out of the fanny pack, we actually had people come up and warn him and actually zip up the fanny pack for him, knowing that he was unable to do so. So I wish I could sit up here and show you a great incident on video of Mark getting one of his items stolen from him, and we tackled him, but that wasn't the case. We were unable to make an arrest as a result of this project.
We learned tremendously from this experience. And, you know, basically we're dealing with such a serious crime. We're not going to ignore it. I mean, our mandate is to protect vulnerable people, particularly in my area, which is the Downtown East Side. So we learned a lot from the project, but the reality is, if you look at the history of the crimes, we can't be in every square inch of this city every 450 hours. So part of what we're doing, I believe, is bringing awareness to a despicable person who might commit a crime like this, that it's not just Mark or Howard or the Vancouver Police Department that's out there, it's an entire community who are supporting the vulnerable.